Hey, good afternoon, class. My name is Deontay Ivy, coming to you guys this week with Module 10 discussions on comparisons design. First question, explain what measures the authors took or failed to take to show that the carryover effect and the sequence effect did not interfere with their demonstrations of experimental control. All right, I'm just going to read some things to you guys to explain this and show this. All right, I'm starting off with the subject standing balance. During the phases, the subject standing balance was measured during each of the two conditions. With orthosis, or without orthosis. On each of the 5 measurement sessions during the phases, the order of the 2 treatment conditions was assigned randomly. On 3 of the 5 days, duration of standing balance was measured first with the orthosis. On the other 2 days, independent standing was measured without the orthosis. The 5 measurement sessions for the phase were conducted over a 2-week period. All right, so that's one explanation pertaining to question 1. Also looking at the figures, it shows the definite improvement in the subject's ability to maintain independent standing while wearing the orthosis during the phases. Even though the order of the 2 treatment conditions was varied from day to day, the subject consistently demonstrated a longer duration of independent standing when wearing the orthosis. Although both level and trend are stable across for without orthosis, the subject's ability improved sharply during the time trials in which the orthosis were worn. All right, during the phases. Not only is there a difference in the levels of the plotted data for the 2 conditions, but a marked difference also exists in the trend of the data in favor of the with orthosis. All right. Read another. To examine the qualitative difference between the 2 treatment conditions, the authors were able to take 2 photographs with the subject standing independently with with and without the orthosis. With these pictures, you can see the 2 different standing postures. One without the orthosis, where he was standing up, straight, perfectly balanced on both feet. Didn't show any postures with lowering of his hip. He was positioned. His feet were positioned in order. Without wearing it, he showed some posture issues. Him not standing up straight, his foot slightly crooked, his hip was slightly rotated. You can see that during the pictures. So the researcher was able to show a picture. That's another measure that he took. Also, he used duration recording, where you can see, duration of standing balance, broken down with orthosis or without orthosis, broken down into 10 different sessions. And you can see, the significant difference with the intervention and without the intervention. Also on the data graph, he also showed baseline, and he also showed the comparison. And you can see a difference in the trend without the intervention or without the intervention. He used a single subject design, research design, to show that. And lastly, the researchers used comparison. Again, the researchers used comparison phase to compare both interventions. After looking at the comparison phase, we can show, and implement the best condition alone to show that there is no sequence or carryover effect.
Excuse me,
Sorry.
Demarion Davis, please report to the main office. Demarion Davis, please report to the main office.
All right, question 2. Why were they able to use the alternating treatments design and not the adaptive alternating treatment design? All right, they were able to use the alternating treatment design because they were able to begin the intervention immediately. They didn't need a baseline to to start intervention. They could have went straight to the comparison phase without using the baseline. All right. Also, he was able to use this because he was able to alternate the 2 different treatments without the subject standing independent and with the subject standing with the intervention with the orthosis. All right. Lastly, alternating treatment design allowed him to use repeated measurements, all right, and being evaluated between 2 different interventions. All right, so that was question 2. Thank you guys. Have a great day.